Hey everyone, GamerRay009 here, and you know what time it is? Doki Doki Literature Club, yes. So, I am gonna try my best because in this first run, I'm going to do Sayori. I cannot relate to Sayori in a way because, long story short, I do myself suffer from depression, but I've done my best to manage with it, with medication, therapy, all that stuff. So, if anything, what would be Sayori? It's funny how I remember watching videos in the past a long time ago, but I haven't seen them in ages, so I'm not sure. Unrequited seems more like Yuri's word. I don't know, dream? Damn it! It's Yuri. Clumsy is definitely Sayori. Yes, okay. Treasure maybe Sayori. Yes, alright. I'm doing good so far. Since she suffers from depression and misery? Yes, okay. Damn it. She's not really into forgiveness. Defeat? Yeah, that's the only like a thing. I don't know about excitement. I don't know. Yes, okay, awesome. I'm getting there. Okay, sadness, that's definitely Sayori. Yes, okay. Effulgent, that's a big word, so. She talks about rain clouds, so. Yes, okay. Together, maybe. Because it doesn't sound like cute like Natsuki or sounds anything Yuri would pick, so. Yay, okay. Alright. Hopeless, definitely. Sayori, yes. Okay, I'm getting there. Unstable? I don't know. Let's see. Damn it, Yuri! Quit jumping! Alright then, well, let's see. Ribbon? No. Embrace. I'm pretty sure that's Sayori in a way. Yes! Lovely. I want to try to lean towards Sayori the most right now. So, I don't know about romance. Maybe disarray. No. Lazy. Because she considers herself lazy sometimes. Yes. Okay. 13 or 7 more or something. So, let's see. Rainbow would be too kawaii. That's for Natsuki probably because she's all into cute stuff. Heart. I don't know. Let's see. Heart. Yes. Okay. Yes. Depression. Definitely Sayori. Yes. Okay. Smile. That has to be Sayori. Yes. Okay. Childhood. Because it's childhood friend. Yes. Pain. I think it's pain. Yes, okay. I know, you're probably like, you watched a video, didn't you? No, I am just taking this. Well, suicide would be kind of... I'm thinking Sunny. Yes, okay. So I was gonna say, she doesn't mention anything about suicide or seems sounding suicidal at the time. I know there's a fortunate scene, I think it is Sayori. Because, I don't remember. Maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe I'm just imagining things. I don't know. It's been a while. Some things are coming back, some things aren't. Because sometimes some of the stuff that from Doki Doki Literature I just kind of blocked out and everything, so. Hurt. Yes. One more. She mentioned something like melancholy, I think so. Oh shoot, that's freaking Yuri. Damn it, Yuri! Don't jump for me! How did I do? Oh yeah, like a valley. Hi again, Dan. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back in the literature club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Oh, yeah, Yuri. Thanks for keeping your promise, Dan. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Dan always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? How come? You and Dan can become good friends too. So Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation you just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Oh, wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. Enthusiastically, I take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected... Sorry. Something went down the wrong way. I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. That doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in a corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her tense expression like she's waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. Okay. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slump down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature-related by myself like this? I guess I was to read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know. We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to the creative minds. That does solve the problem, though. What do you mean? What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the things that speak to their creative minds. What's this? Suri's taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? Well, what kind? What kind? Well, what kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Good thinking. Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. Natsuki makes the best cupcake. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. That isn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes as it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But in there lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has the trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori could put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get onto my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Okay, I gotta stay right here just for a moment because I just don't know anything's gonna happen. So, save. And return. Whoa! Gosh, she's so close up to my face. I open my eyes and find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? I think there'll be moments where I want to take a nap, honestly. You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have to have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that out loud. I glance over his shoulder to see if Monika overheard. It's true, though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. That's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Eh? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of a doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Eh? Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look at your hair, it's sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips through the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair's just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. It's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Unfortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. You don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Eh? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I started to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Oh my god, I'm really hands-on with my childhood friend here. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it would have a friend who does these kinds of things. Eh? Don't say that. You make me feel weird about this. It's stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. Or hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near to her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? I did when I bought it. If you ever button it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud! Anyway, you look much better now, so... Why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer button up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew. That's so much better. Sayori puts her arms around and twirl around. Arms out and twirls around. So if you keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Aw, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell when with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Dan, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica's wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. So, I'm going to save Sayori for last because I want to see what her reaction is, so... Let's start with Monica. Damn Monica. I should start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Hi, Dan. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Dan. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's a sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there's also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-beings. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into this too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Yuri's handwriting was has a gentle feel to it. I can't tell whether she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up writing something different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. Don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Sure, Monica. Don't worry. I'm not very good. Yeah, whatever, Monica. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I had to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. So let's see. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction of the sparkle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas are already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. Okay, sorry. It was too bright. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever and everything, a whole infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it, when you call it. Sorry, I'm not the right person, really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What is the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if you know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Oh, I remember this stupid thing. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard you make it perfect, you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll get a big dark puddle of ink. Okay, great. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Yeah, great. Okay, so Yuri. Okay, I'm going to Yuri next. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh. So sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I'm just making sure. I guess I might be after reading through it. So it's that bad. No! Did I raise my voice? I'm sorry. So sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there's a specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick writing styles more separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. When Cherry finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if it was a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't it supposed to be a literature club? Okay. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air the present but living in the past. A light flickers, I flicker back. Okay, Yuri. I'm kind of curious as to how this is something, in a way, it seems a little deep. So did Monica's, but whatever. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time. It took you a long time to read. Ah, well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Dan. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you didn't only glance over it after all. But remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In any case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. Yeah, Yuri has some psychological stuff going on here. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. I have to end the video here because I'm running out of time, so this is GamerRise009 signing off.